Welcome to From Strings to Wings, Zita Fikada's mini online training, third part. I'm happy to have you here. In this chapter, I would like to talk about the dirty tricks manipulators use to get what they want. Dirty tricks are communicative tools. Most of the time, they have no connection to reality or the manipulator's real opinion. Their only function is to evoke certain feelings from you. How are dirty tricks delivered? With hints, messages, planting ideas. It can be comment, request, question, story, scenario, role play, facial expression, body language, tone of voice. Sometimes what was said, but more often than not, how it was said. The purpose of dirty tricks. Triggering feelings, guilt, shame, or anxiety. Sometimes making you feel loved or appreciated. Through those, evoking certain reactions. Probably what they want would not be done had it been asked straightforward. Hiding behind the mask. They might use well-developed facades, pressurizing facade to get you to do things. Pressure-releasing facade to get you off their back. False mentor, friendship, advocate, or even partner. The purpose of hiding behind the mask is covering their real goals and intentions. Hiding behind the mask makes you feel loved and cared for, pressured to comply, confused by some falsity. The guilt trip makes the target feel guilty. What makes it effective? It motivates the target. Not recognized as a guilt trip. Full of cognitive distortions that make it believable. Comes from a half-truth. Relies on self-doubt. Attached to a deep need like love or belonging. Reestablishes the alignment with the manipulator. Guilt trip forms. Love guilt trip. If you loved me, you would. Moral guilt trip. If you were a good person. Victim guilt trip. You know what I've been through. Friendship guilt trip. If you were a real friend. Ego guilt trip. If you knew what you were doing. Purpose. Change your action. Do or don't do something for me. Guilt trip makes you feel guilty, pressured, motivated, uncertain, confused, frustrated, angry that he or she made you feel guilty. Victimization. Pretending to be the victim of others while exploiting them. Red flags. Failure. Not trying. Blaming. Everything is other people's fault. Life isn't fair stories. Not taking responsibility. Purpose. Change your action. Do or don't do something for me. Victimization makes you feel ashamed, guilty, pressured, motivated to change, uncertain, confused, angry. Threatening. Threatening with physical aggression, blackmail, or any negative outcome. Here, it comes in handy to know the target's weaknesses, fears, or secrets. Purpose. Change your action. Do or don't do something for me. Threatening makes you feel scared, in danger, disrespected, unfairly treated, pressured, motivated to comply, angry. Commanding. Communicating with an in-charge attitude. The target feels he or she has to follow the commandment. The attitude is, jump when I talk, or this is beneath me. Purpose. Getting their needs met without return. Commanding makes you feel annoyed, unequal, inferior, taken advantage of, angry. Irritability. Demanding you do or stop certain actions with the attitude of, make my irritability go away immediately by abusing your negative emotion avoidance. Meaning 1. Something needs to change. Meaning 2. You don't change quick enough. Meaning 3. If you want to avoid my fury, make sure I get what I want. Purpose. Getting their needs met quickly and without return. Irritability makes you feel walking on eggshells. Covert badgering. Bothering, criticizing the target constantly. Creating circumstances from which he or she believes something is wrong with him or her. Turning others against the target while staying kind to his or her face. Purpose: creating controllable relationships and situations through the target's uncertainties, getting their needs met without return. Covert badgering makes you feel hurt, desperate, not appreciated, uncertain, full of self-doubt, confused, angry. Reasoning, persuading, not letting the other's opinion or desire prevail by persuasion or reasoning, sometimes hard to differentiate from rational influence. Purpose: to get what they want. Reasoning, persuading, makes you feel tense, pressured, annoyed, not respected. Attacking self-esteem, put-downs, labels, judgment, mocking. Telling inconvenient stories about others, possibly with a pretentious, loving, or caring attitude. Darling. Recalling stories when others failed or played a negative role. Purpose: making the target feel inferior and either comply or overcompensate for their flaws. Attacking self-esteem makes you feel ashamed, inferior, angry. Entitlement. Narcissistic trait that makes them think they are entitled for certain benefits. I should have what I want without earning it. I should be able to do whatever I want without consequences. Purpose: getting their needs met without return. Entitlement makes you feel annoyed, unappreciated, unsupported, unequal, frustrated, angry. Silent treatment. Withdrawal from communication, affection, and sex until the desired behavior is accomplished. Pure force. Need deprivation. Purpose: to get what they want. Silent treatment makes you feel tense, anxious, ignored, rejected, annoyed, disrespected. Maybe your old fear of rejection or fear of abandonment gets triggered. Isolation. Isolating the partner from family and friends, not letting people meet, forgetting phone messages, disapproving friendships. Purpose: filtering out possible balancing influences, cutting off support. Isolation makes you feel isolated, alone, not understood, helpless. Triangulation. Forming alliances and turning them against others. Easily breakable alliances. Turn others against one, then come to rescue. Divide and conquer. The buddy is responsible for the attacks. Purpose: decreasing the manipulator's doubt, increasing power. More people, more pressure. Sliding out of responsibility. Triangulation makes you feel first trusted, then betrayed. Gaslighting. The name derives from a 1944 movie when the husband purposefully makes a gaslight flicker but convinces his wife that nothing happened in reality. What she sees is her abnormal perception. Gaslighting is denying or editing someone's reality, denying things that happened, stating things that did not happen, pretending the target does not remember, convincing the target that he or she perceives things abnormally. Purpose: undermining the target's sense of reality and trust in him or herself, in his or her perception and normalcy. Gaslighting makes you feel confused, scared, full of self-doubt, doubt and distrust in the manipulator. Regression. Pouting, sulking, passive-aggressive way of showing discontent. Purpose: to get what they want. Regression makes you feel guilty for not serving their needs, pressurized, rejected, angry. Word manipulation is changing the meaning of words, sentences, thoughts, or concepts, misinterpreting situations. Stories keep changing. Lies, lies, lies. The purpose is make you believe in various things depending on the situation, or changing the meaning of your words in order to use it against you. Word manipulation makes you feel confused, uncertain, being cheated, annoyed. Constantly misunderstood. Feigned game about another's misunderstanding the motives or intention of the manipulator. Pure denial. Purpose: cover up the real motives and intentions. Being constantly misunderstood makes you feel uncertain, ambivalent. It might or might not be true. confused. Provocative behavior, gaining attention from the environment with behavior that does not fit the situation. Sexually provocative behavior. Purpose, gaining extra attention, feeling number one, feeling attractive. Ego boost. Provocative behavior makes you feel surprised, attracted, excited, being promised something. Enticement. Narcissistic statements persuading the target to stick with the bad relationship, like, "You won't be able to do it without me. You'll never find anyone as good as me. I am the best you could ever get." Purpose, keeping the relationship, opposing change. Enticement makes you feel anxious, worried, uncertain. "I am your number one fan, so I can torment you with my special needs." Or, "You are the special one." Flattery that makes you feel appreciated. Purpose, keeping the relationship, opposing change, making up after hurting you. Number one fan flattery makes you feel appreciated, loved at long last, and having a second thought about leaving or changing the relationship. Charm, compliments, presents, kind acts, favors, can be manipulative tools if they are not genuine, but given to evoke a certain purpose. Purpose, buying your commitment, making up for an argument. Charm makes you feel appreciated, committed, ready to repay, but you also might feel strings attached, expectation to pay back. Your job? Recognize, identify. The first step in anti-manipulation fight is to recognize when it is happening with you. Pay attention to your feelings and bodily reactions. Gather experiences which dirty tactics are used against you. Figure out the main goal. All in all, there are many dirty tricks, overt or covert aggression. All their goals are to evoke the desired guilt, shame, or anxiety in the target. They have nothing to do with the truth or reality. Their goal is to control the actions of the target. Coming next, your vulnerabilities.